Thanks, Jen. Two subjects. First, the president's remarks on why China didn't face sanctions for cyber attacks, but Russia did. Could you clarify, since both countries are accused of protecting criminal hacker groups? And then, along those same lines, the U.S. imports about $435 billion of goods from China. To what degree do economic concerns play a role in how to address cyber attacks?
Well, first let me say that today, an unprecedented group of allies and partners, including the European Union, the United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, Japan, and NATO, are joining the United States in exposing and criticizing the PRC's Ministry of State Security's malicious cyber activities. And this is the first time NATO has condemned PRC cyber activities. So I would note that we are actually elevating and taking steps to not only speak out publicly, but certainly take action as it relates to problematic cyber activities from China in a different way, but as we have from Russia as well. We are not differentiating. One is out of the realm of condemnation or out of the realm of consequence from the United States. In terms of the economic pieces, I think you're asking me, give me a little more on your question we're trying to get at.
Basically, the U.S. economy depends a lot on Chinese imports. We only get $16 billion worth of goods from Russia. If we were to come with major sanctions on China, is there a risk that we could be hurting our own economy?
Well, I would say first that we take cyber actions against our country and against private sector entities quite seriously. The Department of Justice is imposing costs and today announced criminal charges against 4 MSS hackers. These charges address activities concerning a multi-year campaign targeting foreign governments and entities in key sectors. We also have of course, through the National Security Agency, Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, and Federal Bureau of Investigation exposed over 50 tactics, techniques, and procedures Chinese state-sponsored cyber actors used when targeting U.S. and allied networks. My point is, we are not holding back. We are not allowing any economic circumstance or consideration to prevent us from taking actions where warrant. And also, we reserve the option to take additional actions where warrant as well. This is not the conclusion of our efforts as it relates to cyber activities with China or Russia.
And then secondly, with Facebook, the president suggested that executives look in the mirror and change their practices. Does that mean the administration isn't considering any regulatory or legal moves to possibly address disinformation on social media?
Well, I don't think we've taken any options off the table. That's up to Congress to determine how they want to proceed moving forward. But let me just note that we're not in a war or a battle with Facebook. We're in a battle with the virus. And the problem we're seeing that our Surgeon General elevated just last week is that disinformation traveling through a range of mediums. Some of them are a range of social media platforms. Some of them are media. Some of them are through the mouths of public officials. That bad information, inaccurate information about vaccines is killing people. That's where our concern is, and that's what the president is working to express, and also what the Surgeon General expressed in his report just last week.